Hey third grade, I hope you're doing really well, enjoying your time off from school. Here's a video on perpendicular line segments. So first I'm going to review parallel line segments. Here we have a set of parallel line segments because they're going in the same direction and they are always the same distance apart. They are horizontal parallel line segments. Then I have a set of vertical line segments that are also parallel. Okay, they're both the same distance apart here, going in the same direction and aren't going to touch. And down here I have oblique line segments that are also parallel because they're traveling in the same direction and aren't going to touch. Alright, so up next we're going to be talking about perpendicular line segments. You just need a pencil, a marker, a crayon, or a highlighter, something that you can trace with as I am doing this on the board. If at any point I'm going too fast, just go ahead and hit the pause button on the bottom of the video and then hit play as you're ready again. Alright, so a perpendicular line segment makes a really nice corner. If you watched the other video I linked on here, you saw that. So it should look like a box, like the corner of a box. Okay. This is also called a right angle. Okay, it makes a nice corner. You see a lot of those on like the corner of a table, the corner of a cabinet, or your desk. Are all examples of a right angle or a perpendicular, two perpendicular line segments. Okay, so if I look at my letters of the alphabet, I'm looking for letters with perpendicular line segments. So if I look at A, this right here is not a nice square right corner. Okay, so that is not perpendicular. So if I look at A, there are no perpendicular line segments in A. So go ahead and just cross that one off. When I take a look at E, I have several perpendicular line segments. If I take a look here, this vertical line segment is perpendicular to each of the other line segments. There is a perpendicular line segment there. There is another perpendicular line segment in the middle, and one more at the bottom. So there are three different sets of perpendicular line segments there. If I look at F, it's very similar to E. The vertical line segment is perpendicular to the top and to the middle. I'm going to go on to H next. Here, the horizontal line segment is perpendicular to the left side and the right side. Okay. Next, I'll look at I. The vertical line segment is perpendicular to the top and also the bottom. Alright, now when I take a look at K, K does have a perpendicular line segment for the capital letter. And you've got to look at the oblique line segments to see that. So right here, there's a nice right angle there. So it can be a right angle even if it's turned oblique. When I take a look at L, L is a perfect example of what you're looking for. You've got the vertical line segment there, and you also have the horizontal line segment that is perpendicular there. Now M, take a look at M, see if you can find any there. There are actually no perpendicular line segments in M. And if I look at N, you'll see the same thing. It's very similar to the M. The N does not have any perpendicular line segments. If you want right now, you can pause the video, go ahead and try the rest of the letters, and then I'll show you here in just a second after you hit play again. Alright, so let's take a look at T. T, the top is perpendicular to the vertical line segment in the middle. V does not have any perpendicular line segments. W does not. X does not. Now it might look like it's pretty close, but it's not quite a nice right angle like we're looking for. So X does not. Y. Now when we make a Y like that, it does not have perpendicular line segments. And neither does Z. Z has parallel line segments, but it does not have perpendicular line segments. Alright, down here I have 3 different lines. We're going to go ahead and skip the middle part, so if you see that on my screen, go ahead and cross it off and write. We're just going to skip that. Then I'm going down here. I'm going to take a look at these 3 lines. Now these are lines because they go on forever and ever. Line segments, remember, they stop. They have a start point and an end point. Alright. Now I'm looking for perpendicular line segments. So if I take a look at this one horizontal line segment, which ones do you think would be perpendicular? There are 2. Give you a chance to think about that. Okay. If we look here, the vertical line segment is perpendicular. I shouldn't say line segment, I should say line. The vertical line is perpendicular to the horizontal line. There's one more. There's another vertical line that is perpendicular to this horizontal line. Now if you watch that other video, you'll see that there's an oblique line here. And this is neither parallel or perpendicular. But it is something, and I'll tell you quick. There are 3 spots where they cross other line that crosses other lines, and those are called intersecting points. So a perpendicular line segment is just a nice square corner, and it's also known as a right angle. Alright, if you have any questions, please get a hold of me at school. Thank you.